Hi YouTube, I know it's been a hot minute, but what's up? We're back for another video. I've done some changes around the shop, but that's for a whole different video of when I remodeled this thing, because we remodeled the shop again, but we only do it my side, because y'all remember when we expanded and stuff, we did his side of the remodel, and we just kind of left my side be. Yeah. We're going to fix that, but that's not the subject of today's video. Today's video, we're going to be changing the valve cover gasket on my truck. This is going to be kind of like a how-to tutorial and change anything from like an 88 to 98 to 95 to 98. Slightly different, but it's practically the same. Close. It's a little bit different. Not too much different, but we're going to be changing the valve cover gasket. The reason I'm only changing one, not both, is because parts house dropped the ball and they only had one, and the person behind the counter really didn't know what compatibility they have, and I didn't feel like sitting there for another 10 minutes explaining that a 350 valve cover will fit a 305 valve cover gasket. But anyways, yes, so let's grab some sockets and get out there and let's do it. Now I got another box out here, and that both these are full of tools, but time being I'm looking for a 3/8 socket. Now let's go to this box. I know it's in here. I think this size standard. Three-eighths. We're shallow. I got an updated toolbox store coming whenever I finish this and can get this fully organized and stuff. Yeah, so all you're going to need is a 3/8 socket, preferably 6-point, but if all you have is 12-point, it will work. It is a 3/8, not a 10mm. Yes, it is 3/8, and it isn't, and it's not a 10mm. You put a 10 on there, he will spin it. And a ratchet, which I think he has down here. I'm going to grab the battery one, just because having power makes it a lot better. But we're going to change the passenger one that has PVC. See, it's got 4 bolts, so you just kind of that one's out. Now this one's a little tricky to get to with one of these, but you can do it. This is the quick and easy way of getting this thing out. Take this off so you can get to it easier, although you can get it out without that there. It's a little bit easier when they've been on for a while. So you're going to get you a screwdriver or a pry bar. I personally like using a pry bar. Kind of just come up here and pry it up. Generally they stuck. I'll see y'all when I got that off, because they're stuck, but that's what you do. Right, then kind of like that, you just kind of fold it out to there. It's easier if you hit that and you bend that out. All that is a tab for your spark plug things, and then you have another one down here. It just holds your spark plug wires, so you can bend them pretty easily. Then unbolt your dipstick tube, and if you do that, oh my god, whoever owned this truck before we did never changed their oil. Holy, that is the worst I've ever seen. Oh my god. I changed my oil religiously at 5,000 miles. I tried to actually do 35, but oh my god, how is it? I'll be right back. I gotta go get Smitty. Dude. Guys, I am completely speechless. We are going to be cleaning this valve cover up inside and out with good old Super Clean. But, damn. Excuse my French. That thing just soak. Straight up just let it soak. Just soak. Alright guys, we've been letting that soak in both the super clean. So let's spray it off. Spray a little more on there. Till that thing around. So you can spray even more. I think it's actually gonna come kind of clean, ain't it guys? That's super clean, the real deal. Man, look how clean that is compared to what it was. Now I could sit here for a lot longer and get it even cleaner, but honestly, that's 100 times better. Super clean. It's the real deal. Go check it out, guys. You can pick it up at your local stores. Some of your hardware stores have it. Your parts house has it. And you can even get it online, I believe. Not 100% sure about that, but I'll link their website down below so you can look at what they got. But check out some super clean. Now we're going to do the same thing to the inside. Alright guys, we got the inside soaking up that good old super clean. Y'all can already see it starting to work and activate. Ooh, wait, that thing's just disgusting. Check out in down here, see how I've cleaned it up just a little bit down here. Alright, so down here I've been doing a little scraping. Y'all can see I got a little bit cleaner. See all the stuff I pulled. But man, it is just being a struggle to get this to come out. This thing is bad, guys, let me tell you what. You know, originally I was just going to pull that valve cover off, clean it up, slide it back on. It's going to be a quick, easy, simple thing. You know, probably 20 minutes in and out. Now I'm in an hour just trying to get this stuff out. I got me a little thing here, and I've just been coming in scraping, trying to get it out. You know, got a little carb cleaner too. You don't want to spray a lot though, because you'll get in your oil. Albeit I need to add oil. This thing leaks and burns so much oil. It's unreal. But while I'm in here, I am going to add a new PCV valve, just because I have one, so why not? And I gotta get the gasket for that side and change that, because after seeing this one, yeah, this one was the one that seemed to be leaking a little bit worse. So that's why I went with it first. But oh my god, guys, that's just wow. But I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Super Clean for making awesome products to be able to help clean this disaster up, particularly on the valve cover more than anything else, because I don't know how much I can clean that up without pulling stuff apart, taking the top end apart, maybe even have to take the head off, as bad as that is. But damn sure would have to take the rocker arms and the push rods out at the very least. But anyways, I want to give a huge shout out to Super Clean. Like I said, guys, them people have been awesome supporters of the channel, my channel and my dad's channel, for years to come. And I've been lacking on videos a lot lately because honestly work has just been, I've been wore out. By the time I clock out, I'm wore out. I just don't want to do nothing. I'm burnt from work. It's not necessarily burnt out from y'all, but I'm just burnt from work and I'm just tired. Working in this heat does do that to you. But I want to thank Super Clean for always being their support, and y'all really go check them out. They're the real deal. Best in the business. Stay tuned. I'll give a toolbox tour now whenever I finish moving stuff around, because I've moved a new box in there, and show y'all an updated small engine / basic auto repair toolbox store that I have out here. The workbox situation, some big changes coming up there, but that's neither here nor there. But man, I just can't believe how terrible, where is it, that is right there. I just can't believe how terrible that is. That blows my mind. Like I said, I try to keep up on the oil changes on this thing, but I know I have been. I'm slacking on this change. You know, I'm a little over, but I'm not too terrible over. So I'm gonna add some oil and it'll be fine because it leaks so much. But that's previous owner stuff before my dad. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too long, make this too long of a video. It's kind of a how-to video. Anyway, so I'll see y'all whenever I start slapping stuff back together. Alright guys, so we're just going to slip this back in. I cleaned up all the loose stuff I could, the best I could. It is starting to sprinkle, so I'm just going to kind of put it back together. It's better than it was, so should be somewhat happier, but that's still horrible. But as you see, I got the valve cover pretty decently cleaned up. I could have spent another hour or so actually gigging deep and scrubbing, but I mean, for a quick letting it soak for about 20 minutes on both sides, that came out a whole lot cleaner than I thought it would. That's actually pretty damn good. That super clean is real good stuff. Y'all seen how bad it was up in here before, just caked all the way up a good bit. Now you can actually see the ridges and stuff, so it's definitely a lot cleaner. But it's starting to sprinkle, so let's slap this in, tighten this up, and get the hell up out the rain. We're under a tree, so we got some cover, you know, shade tree in it. Even though I'm not really actually a shade tree mechanic, I'm actually a mechanic by trade, but still. So we're gonna come on up in here. And that's how you slip this back in. Just like that. And like that. And she is back into her hole. Just like that. Now, you want to go over, make sure you didn't roll the gasket, which is what I'm finna do. Then you put your bolts back in, tighten them all up, then just kind of reassemble from up top, and that's really all it takes to change small block Chevy valve cover. It is stupid simple. You can be in and out in 5-10 minutes on both, doing both. Maybe 20 if you gotta actually clean them, but they're really easy. But it's starting to rain, guys, so I'll catch back up when I get it all together and give it goodbye. One thing I want to say is make sure you start every single bolt before you tighten any of them down, or you will be in a pickle trying to get them to tighten. And that goes for any valve cover on any GM V8. It does not matter.